The average person wastes 2 hours a day trying to manage their tasks. Your time is most often wasted on unproductive tasks, deciding what to work on next, and inefficiently switching between tasks. Your thought process is often clouded by constant emails, phone calls, people popping in, and the most obvious or the most recent tasks, leaving you to forget about other tasks that need to be done. You've heard all of the tricks before. Time blocking, writing everything on your calendar, which makes a cluttered calendar, the 4-hour work week, bullet lists, distraction apps or apps that block everything on your phone, and the list goes on and on and on. The truth is, the number one productivity hack is really simple and has only 2 parts. Part 1 is simple paper. And I don't mean paper every day. I mean one paper. I'm on the same piece of paper now for about 2 years. It's probably time for me to get a new piece of paper and redo what I'm about to show you. So on paper, I wrote down the 5 days of the week at the top, and then I drew columns. So let's go ahead and do that. I've got plain old-fashioned paper right here. I'm going to draw my columns and write my days of the week. So I've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And there's a reason I'm putting Friday in a separate spot. And I'll explain that in a minute. And then I simply draw columns. Let me get my paper nice and neat again. And this doesn't need to be fancy. There's nothing fancy about it. So once I get that written, here's what it looks like. It's really quite simple. I've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Well, that's easy on plain old-fashioned paper. No technical piece here at all. On each day, I now list the type of tasks I work on in the order that I'm going to do them each day. So Monday, I work on YouTube Shorts, I plan videos, and I do customer work. So I'm going to write Shorts, customer work, and then I also do my planning of videos. Next, on Tuesday, I record videos. And let's see, I work on channel growth tasks. And I think that's Tuesday. Then on Wednesday, really I spend the whole day on videos outside of the office on Wednesday, which is also known as on-location videos. So I'm just gonna write out of office videos. All right, then on Thursday, I edit videos. I do customer work. I like little dots, so I'm putting little dots in front of each thing. And then on Friday, I try to keep my Friday really light. And what that does is that gives me the option to leave early, get ahead on work for next week, or if for some reason I got behind, I can catch up. So on Friday, I do bookkeeping. Is bookkeeping one word or two, 1K or two? I'm gonna put it with two Ks as one word. All right, so this is what my list now looks like. It's hard for me to read through the page, but I've got shorts, customer work. I still do work for outside customers, not just work for myself. That is the beauty of being an entrepreneur. I take on outside customers. So I do customer work, and then I plan videos that I'm going to be working on and take care of that. On Tuesday, I record videos and then I work on channel growth, YouTube channel growth. Wednesday, I've got out of office videos. So any videos that I have to go out of the office for, I batch that all together and I have my day planned from my planning day on the order that I'm going to do things, where I'm going to go to shoot videos. Then on Thursday, I edit videos. And then again, I have another day to do customer work. So 2 days a week is where I have time slots available to work on customer work. And on Friday, I do bookkeeping tasks. So that is what my work looks like. Now, believe it or not, I actually just hang this up next to my desk. My original one is still sitting next to my desk, hanging on the wall right there. That way, when I feel the urge to be distracted or I get confused for a minute, I just look up at this chart to see what I'm working on. You would think I'd have it memorized, but not having to think is part of the beauty of having this done for me. So I can just look up and say, oh yeah, today is Monday. I'm working on shorts, customer work, and I'm planning videos. So on each day, I focus on the tasks that are related to what I'm supposed to work on at that time. So I can, like I said, I look up and say, oh, it's Monday. I'm going to start with some shorts, then I'm going to do customer work, and then I'm going to do my planning of videos. Now, to manage the tasks that fall into all these categories, I use Asana. And I use Asana in board view. You all know what board view is. You know what? Let me grab some Post-its. I mean, it's pretty simple. Board view would be something like Post-it notes where there's these cards. Let me just put some Post-it notes on here. There's cards on your boards in columns like this. I mean, I am showing you the no-tech way. And the beauty thing about this is you don't need to use Asana. You could actually do it this way. So in board view, I've got columns with cards, and each card is a task. That's how that works. So what I do is I make a column for each type of task that I'm going to work on. The first column I have as called dated tasks. So that way my dated tasks don't get lost. And each one of those has a date. The next column is customer tasks. So that's lined up with all the tasks that I have for customers. The next column are videos that I need to make. And in board view, I can simply rearrange my cards in any order to put them in the order that I need to do them. So when I'm working on customer work, according to this, and I got to customer work, I'm working only off the customer work column in Asana. Now I've got the things I'm working on, and then the tasks that associate to that. When I get an email with something that needs to be done, I don't keep the email. What I do is I go over to Asana, I type in what that task is. On the appropriate column on my board here, I type in my task, and then I delete the email. Why do I do that? Because now I don't have to hunt around email trying to figure things out, and it keeps my email clutter-free. And I'm also not looking through spreadsheets and other things. I can put everything on that card that I need to know. It really keeps me efficient. Next, I can focus on the tasks that need to be done. Because all of my tasks are in order according to the type of task, and I've got a plan for when I'm working on each one of those types of tasks, it removes a lot of the thinking process. I can easily reorganize tasks within their columns, but I don't need to constantly think, what task do I need to do? Where's the information? Is that an email? Now, what I will sometimes do is I'll list a task name, and then in a bracket, we call those brackets, not parentheses, I'll put where the rest of the information is. That way I don't even need to work at trying to find that information. I know, oh, that is actually an email, or ooh, that's in a folder on my computer called this. And that way I can quickly find the information. But actually in the cards, there's a little pop open section where I can put all of the details, which makes that really easy. Now I've avoided the constant barrage of tasks that all need to be done now, or doing only what is most obvious at the moment. There's always those tasks that are really obvious that you need to do all the time. So instead of doing all the tasks that actually need to be done, the only thing we remember right this moment is that one task we do all the time, or that last person who called who said they needed something to be done, so you do that task. But then you're stressed out because you've got so much work to do and no time to do it. Now with Asana, it syncs with my desktop, my iPad, and my phone, so the list is always handy to quickly add something without forgetting. So I can, from my phone, real quick, put in a task. If somebody tells me something in a meeting that needs to be done, I can quick pop it in Asana. If somebody calls, same thing. I can quick type it in Asana. If I think of something, I can quick pop it in Asana. And I don't need to be in the office to do it because I've got it on my phone, I've got it on my iPad, and I've got it on my desktop computer. Also with my tasks so handy, if I'm not in the office, I can also still access my tasks and get work done. So it's great for work from home, work from the office, and work from the road. When I'm done with all of the work for that day, I will often work ahead onto the next day. This gives me a lot of extra time to work on new projects or take time off. So if I'm not working ahead, but I've done all my work that I need to do that day, I can make new tasks or work on like pet projects or other things that I've been thinking about but haven't had time somewhere else for. So now, instead of not having enough time to do all of my work, I actually have more time than I need and a lot less stress. I will leave a link to Asana down in the description below. So if you want to check that out, you can. And that's not an affiliate link, so don't feel like you're obligated to use my link for Asana. You can just Google Asana. There are some other helpful links down below as well to tools that I use every day to do what I do. Thank you so much. I hope you have an awesome and profitable and productive day.